Hi, my name is Jeff Kneen, and I'll be your instructor for this class. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and my background. You can see I'm an old guy. I'm retired now for the last 22, 23 years. I was on the business faculty at the BYU Hawaii campus, and I retired a couple of years ago, and now I live in Arkansas and I teach a little bit here and there, mostly online. So before I was on the faculty at BYU Hawaii, I was in the hotel business for 25 or so years. I built and managed hotels all over the United States and in China. Um, Let me see. I have 7 children and 5 grandchildren, and I build furniture in my spare time. I'm excited to get to know a little bit more about you and to help you understand this topic a little bit. The name of the class is the Political and Social Environment of Business. And we have a tendency to think in business that our job is to produce profits for the owners. And in fact, that is our biggest job. It's our most important job is to produce a profit for the people that own the business. That's why the business exists, and the business won't exist if we fail to produce a profit. But the fact is that all businesses affect more than the owners of the business. There are other stakeholders or other people that have an interest in the business. Business affects society, it affects the physical environment, it affects their employees. So things that we do in business have an effect on the environment around us. And this class is an investigation of that phenomenon. Um, Let me show you a little bit how the class works. It's a pretty simple class, actually. You can see when you log on to the Blackboard site here, you come to an announcement page. This shows you the book that you'll need. You will need this book. You're not going to be able to participate in the class without it. Um, if you click over here on the left-hand side, if you click on syllabus, you can download a Word version of the syllabus that you can keep on hand. It's in another place, which I'll show you in a minute. Same thing with the schedule. If I click over here where it says schedule, I can you can see here week by week by week what the topic is and what's due that particular week. Everything that's due is due at midnight on Tuesday, or before midnight, 11:59 p.m. on Tuesdays. That's when all of your work is to be submitted. Um, this class is a little different than an in-person face-to-face class. There are no quizzes, there are no exams per se. What you'll do, it's basically a discussion. So we'll read, we'll study the materials that I give you, and then we will have an online discussion about those materials. And I'll grade your participation in those discussions. In addition, you'll have 4 different projects that you'll complete. Um, and that's probably the main portion of your grade, and I'll show you how to get to those in a minute. If I go down here where it says course content, this gives you an explanation of everything that you need to do. So here we are in course content. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to click where it says start here, and you're going to go through. Here's some information about the philosophy of the course, some guidelines for the discussion. Here's another place that you can look at the syllabus. In fact, why don't we do that now? So I'll click here. You can see here's some study group guidelines. Here's the course syllabus. I can click on the course syllabus, and it gives me information that you're going to want to have. One of the things you're going to want to know, of course, is how your grade is calculated, and this basically is what it is here. So you have 4 major projects. They're worth 200 points apiece. Those 4 projects constitute 80% of your grade. Your participation in the weekly discussions so there's that's 20% of your grade. Okay. Let me see. So you can read that on your own. We won't bother reading it to each other here. Let's go back over here to course content again. So I can go down to Module 1. The course is broken into 3 modules, and this is what you need to do week by week by week. So if I go to Module 1 and I click here on week 1, this gives me an overview of what I'm going to do. I'm going to read Chapter 1 in the book. I'm going to review the course content. There's a couple of videos I want you to watch. You're going to familiarize yourself with instructions for project number 1, which is due on the 30th. And then you're going to send me an email per instructions. So to find the details, I just click here where it says week 1 instructions. And this gives me details about all those assignments. So I want you to watch this video, and I want you to watch this video, and then you're going to post a discussion to your group. Now, I've divided you into 5 groups, and to find out what group you're in, you'll go over here on the left-hand side where this menu is. Now, on yours, it's going to there will be another item on here on the bottom that will say My Groups. It doesn't show mine because I'm not a student. I'm not in the group. But if you go over here, it'll say My Groups. If you click on My Groups, it'll tell you what group you're in, and it will tell you who the other people are in your group. So when it talks about discussions, you're going to go over here where it says Group Discussions. You'll click on this. Here's the week 1 discussion. You'll click on that, and then you're going to choose if you're in Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, or Group E. You'll go there, and that's where you'll post your discussion, or your part of the discussion for that week. I hope you understand that. The instructions for the group discussion are here under course content. So in week 1, here's the week 1 instructions. So this is what I want you to do for that week. So you're going to go on that group discussion I just showed you, and you're going to discuss these things after you read the assignment and watch these videos. I'm going to want to know what you think about it. Okay, after that, I will grade your discussion activity. I'll grade your projects, and I'll post your grades here. And I will post all grades within a week, no less. Here are the projects. If you click here where it says projects, it tells you what the different projects are. So here's the first project, and this tells you what you need to do. This tells you how it's graded. Okay. And that's about it. So basically the way the class works is you'll go into this, you'll go into the week, whatever week it is. You're going to read the assignment, you're going to watch the videos, you're going to look at the instructions for the discussion, and then you're going to go over here and you're going to discuss according to the directions that I've given you. I hope that makes sense. If you need to get a hold of me, you can go here. Again, if you go to the syllabus, it has my email address there, and you can send me an email. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And I'll check my email every day, and I will respond to you within a day. Now, you should understand that I'm not in Juneau, I'm not in Alaska, I'm not even in your time zone. So if you have a question for me, you probably shouldn't wait until the last minute, because if your assignment is due at midnight and you have a question about your assignment and you email me at 11 p.m. on the day that it's due, there's really no way I'm going to respond to that email before before the assignment is due. So don't procrastinate, stay a little bit ahead of the curve, and everything should work okay. So anyway, I'm anxious to get to know a little bit about you. So look forward to working with you, and let me know if you have questions.